They drop them in the rocks.
Yeah, they'll get them.
My buddy didn't even see them.
Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday, August 7th, 2018. There's Mom. See the beer? I don't have to zoom in on it. You guys can see it there sitting on the ground. She's back to drinking again. Try to hold her off. Tell her not till after 5 o'clock, but she doesn't care. I'm only kidding. So she's feeding the babies, giving them some treats. Okay, so I want to jump right into today's video topic. I want to talk about the wildfires that are going on right now out in California. And I've done a little bit of research on it. I've seen some really interesting things. And I want to hear your guys' take on this, what you think is going on. But one of the things that I noticed, and there was also fires last year this happened too, and I found it quite interesting, okay? So they're showing these cul-de-sacs, you know, where all the houses are in the streets and everything like that. And these houses are burnt to the ground. There's nothing left. No appliances, no nothing. And appliances, they burn at a lot higher, or melt I should say, at a lot higher temperature. So the intensity of these fires is way more than a normal fire, okay? So we're going to talk about that in a second too. But one of the things that I thought was really, really interesting, and when they were showing the pictures, and they're showing the pictures of the streets of these, you know, complexes of where all these houses were. I'm trying to think of the right name. But anyway, all the streets were completely clean, absolutely, completely pristine clean. And here's all these houses in these neighborhoods burnt completely to the ground with nothing left. Okay. And I found that was really, really interesting because that's not how it would be. There would be debris and crap all over those roads normally. So that's one thing that kind of stuck out in my mind when I saw that to begin with. And the fact that a lot of these metals, everything is gone out of these houses. There's nothing left. It's completely decimated. Everything is gone. And the fact that the temperature that it would cause for these things to melt like that would be so intense, okay? So I'm doing a little bit of research and I'm following a couple different things. And so one of the things that has been brought up, and there was a video actually, now I don't know how legitimate the video was, and it was showing the wildfires and stuff like that, and there was a laser that came down, and as soon as the cameraman saw that laser, they immediately panned away to the left. Now that could have been studioed. Oh, hello, Mr. Lucy. Hello, baby boy. That could have been done in a studio, you know, as far as that goes. But, you know, I found it quite interesting. Now, there's been talk about, you know, obviously we know that there are laser weapons now, that they have that technology, that they can do those different things, okay? The intensity of the heat from a laser being fired into something would cause everything to melt. Okay, so now like I said, am I saying that that's exactly what it is? Am I saying that the government is burning these houses down in parts of California? And for what reason? That would be number one. What would be the reason for them doing that? Okay, that would be number one. Why? Why would they do that? And that's a very good question. Okay, so if you think that you have the answer to that, please feel free to share it in the comments. All I know is right now there's like, I think the last I saw it was like 4,000 acres that were burning. It's huge. It's a huge, huge area. And they're saying that it could probably be burning all the way through August, which is just craziness of what is going on right now out there, and the damage and the devastation that's happening to those poor people that live in that area. And I mean, now we all know that every year California has wildfires. The entire state is in a state of drought right now, and so again, you know, that's they're an extreme hazard for fire, the entire state of California. So there's a lot going on out in that area, which is, it's quite interesting, like I said. And but I want to hear what your guys' take is. Now, like I said, I'm not saying yay or nay that the government is involved with doing something nefarious, but I wouldn't put it past them. And why would they be doing it? That like I said, that would be the other thing. Why? What would the purpose be to burn all these people out of their homes? You know, to get them to go someplace else, or who knows what, you know. So, like I said, I definitely want your guys' feedback on this topic, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm going to turn around and show you. We got, right now, the sky is pretty clear right now. The sun's over there, but it's been a pretty decent day. We had a lot of overcast earlier in the day. We did have some rain this morning. I took the kids today to, they're going to go to their mom's for a couple days. So we met today, and on the way back I got rained, you know, it was raining through there, but then I came back out up here and it wasn't. So it's real weird. The weather is real weird, but we're looking at in the forecast, we're supposed to have rain in the forecast every day for like the next 5 or 6 days. So we're supposed to get, like tomorrow's an 80% chance of rain. So it's, you know, it's a little bit wild. So I wanted to talk about one thing too. So somebody had said that I should be picking the green tomatoes and setting them out to see if they ripen. So I did over here. I picked a couple tomatoes, and I didn't want to pick a whole bunch and do it right away. So I picked a few and I set them over here to see, you know, we'll give it a couple days and see how they do, because hopefully they'll be more in direct sun, and we'll see if they ripen up. So we picked those and put them over there, so we'll see how that goes. Kind of an experiment. You know, if we wait long enough, they will ripen on the vines, but you know, that's going to take some time. Solar today, I've still brought in 6 kilowatt hours at this point right now, and it is 6 o'clock at night right now. So we still brought in decent power on the day, you know, but yeah, it was, I think we ended up with over 7 kilowatt hours yesterday. I can't remember exactly what we ended up with, but I think it was ended up over 7. So, I mean, the power's been doing fantastic since we rewired everything on these guys here. It's made a huge difference. I mean, these guys are blasting, and so I know that once we get the other panels up higher, like I said, it's just going to do the same thing with that grouping. They're going to do so much better once they're a little bit higher up in the air. So I'm hoping that this winter that we're in, and like I said, we still have 3 more 300 watt panels to put up as well. So I'm hoping that this winter is going to be a lot more productive as far as solar goes. We will see. Time will tell. But just, you know, that's kind of what's happening. Like I said, I definitely want to hear what you guys have to think about the California wildfires. Is it something being done on purpose, or is it just a natural thing that happens every year? I know that this one is a really bad fire, and you know, it's like I said, my thoughts go out to all those people that are suffering because of it. It happens every year, you know, so it's like, how do you prep for that? How do you prep for a wildfire when you have to like pack up and get out with a quickness? I mean, you have to pretty much have things really stored away, probably underground, secure, and hopefully that doesn't, someplace it's not going to burn up on you. That's scary. That's scary. But, you know, I mean, it's unfortunately, depending on what part of the country you live in, you have to deal with different things. I mean, environment-wise, that's what happens. So, like I said, I definitely want to hear you guys' feedback. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Like I said, I'm not saying yes or no that this is what it is, as far as if the government's doing something underhanded. But I find it interesting that, you know, and like I said, I mean, I don't know how legitimate that video was that I saw with the laser coming down. I mean, everything can be doctored today. Everything can be, you know, messed with and stuff like that. So, but you know, there's a lot of unhappy people out there right now. I can tell you that, when your home is getting burned up, that's for sure. It's not a good time. So anyhow, that's what's going on, and you know, nothing else really happening. But like I said, I want your feedback. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Some people were asking, so I'm going to talk about it real quick. How do they get to find the legacy stuff, the legacy freeze-dried foods? My website will be in the comments, or I mean in the description. You'll see preppernurse1.com. You click on that. You'll click right on the legacy food part of it, and it'll bring up everything. If you're interested in anything with legacy, you can get it right there. Okay, GMO free. They do have. Okay, I'm trying to think. I'm going blank here, but it's 25-year shelf life for the food. It's really good to have. It's a nice backup thing to have. It's a great way if you're looking at, if you have to, like if you were in California and had to bug out, to be able to have a nice hot meal wherever you got to, that'd be a nice thing, that's for sure. So, you know, something to think about. So, but if you're interested, the link is in below, down in the description. So, preppernurse1.com. And if you were looking to get, you know, a coffee mug, bumper sticker, whatever else, it's right there as well. Okay? So, anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here from now. Very, very muggy day today here at the homestead. Mid 80s, probably about 86, 87 degrees. And but the humidity is just freaking brutal. So when the rain did come through, it cooled things off. It felt pretty good. But then as soon as it stops, the humidity goes right back up again. So remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself, nobody else, okay? I will talk to you all tomorrow. I hope everybody has a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.